Hi, my name is Giovanni Rodriguez, and this is assignment 4 for my UVM CS195 Advanced Web Design class. And this video is about uh, experimenting on a site, taking 3 different people, or 4 with me, and showing them a site and see how they perceive that site. And then we're going to ask them a couple of questions, and then according to how they answer and how they feel, how can they navigate through that site. Uh, we're gonna see if we can make some improvements. So I divided my questionnaire into 3 sections. The first part is what kind of user they are. Uh, well, if I'm gonna use myself as a test subject, well, I'm pretty much a power user. I use a computer every day, or almost every day, over 12 hours, because I work. I need a computer to work. I come home, I use a computer here to continue working or doing homework or doing entertainment. I mean, I'm a power user, so I use the computer a lot, and I depend on it a lot because of the kind of things I do. So easily 12 hours or more on an easy slow day, if you will. Um, One of the most interesting questions: what would make a site that you never saw before hold your interest? Well, it has to have something flashy. I mean, the layout, the colors, that kind of stuff will hold me to it. But it mostly depends what I'm looking for. If I'm looking for example, programming is something I look a lot. If the code is highlighted and then here this blocks of code and you can see it easily, it'll hold my attention more than somebody who just has a long list of code and you don't know what the hell's going on. Okay, so let's go take a look at the one site I selected for my test subjects, and get some first impressions. Let's go back to the questions real quick. That's part 2. Even before I start navigating the site, give me some first impressions. Take a look around. Is there anything that catches my eye? Is there anything that you find annoying or confusing? Well, this is my third time looking at this site because of the problems with the software here. Thing that catches my eye is, it has all these sections, and I'm not even the section I want to be. Look at that. But the first thing that I found annoying is I see this bird, and number one, I couldn't click on it to maximize it. There's not a whole lot of information. I mean, I haven't read it, but I expected a little bit more. There we go. That's what I want it to be. See, I cannot click on them. I have to use my special utility that I use to maximize, but it's not part of what I will see. I mean, when I came here by accident, I'm looking for bizarre things, and I see a list of bizarre things and they have a reason why they're bizarre, but if I want to see that up close and personal, I like to maximize it and link on it. Another thing, there's not a whole lot of information. Look at that. I mean, horses are 1 terrier-sized animals living in the forest, but today they are fast, long-legged animals suited to open space. That's great, but why are they so special? I mean, for a bizarre, what makes it so bizarre? Well, look at this other one. The cockroach has not changed much for 350 million years since they appeared on the planet. Wow, that's interesting, but can you tell me more about it? Okay, so I found that annoying. 2 other things that I found annoying was the search. It's a little bit confusing. Look at it says Yahoo. Well, is it going to take me outside of the site or inside? Well, by experience I know that it's probably inside because it says Science Ray versus the web, but a little bit confusing. These popular tags, if the first thing you would notice is there's animal and there's animals, and if you were to look at them, go into them, I already did this before, there isn't, not only is not a good classification, there's animals there, but there is really no difference. I mean, you would think they're animals and animals, there wouldn't be any difference. It's just a misnomer, but there is a difference between the 2 of them. Look at that. You can see different animals here. How come I don't see the dog and the tree and whatnot, even though they have the same tags? Another thing is the authors. It's great. I'm sure they're good writers and they're very knowledgeable about the things they write about, but I don't know. This is my first time here, so who cares? I mean, I don't know who they are. I mean, if I knew who they were, there might be more, something more important. But they're not. They're not to me. Not right now because I don't know the site. The only part that I see that is easy to navigate is this biology part. This menu here. Sorry, and you kind of have a sub menu. You can go by botany and whatnot. Okay, but how do I go back? I guess I have to use the back button. Yep. I mean, what if I go mathematics? Is it gonna give me a menu of mathematics? I guess it does, but I guess that's not so bad. But you usually expect your menus to be on the left, or maybe on the right. Mostly on the left. And I mean, it's okay. I guess if you want to go some menus, but if you scroll down to the bottom, look at this. On that one, there's 14, so I guess it's not so bad. But if you go back, let's see if we go back. When I went to the biology one, it's mostly biology page. Let's scroll down to the bottom. 155. Sheesh. That's a little bit much. Maybe you can narrow it down, but I think I'd rather use the search engine rather than using this menus here. I mean, they're nice, but they could be better done. Let's go back to answer the final questions. I don't want to take too much time. How is it to navigate the site? It's okay. There's some things that were not what I expected them to be, or they were, I don't want to say misleading, but a little bit confusing as to what they do. It's more browsing. You really have to use that menu on the top. Can you find the home page? Well, it wasn't easy, but it was at the very top. I'll show you real quick. This is how you get to the home page, or here. There's no button that says home page. So if I came here by accident and I didn't know there was a math button, I would think this is just a biology page and not science in general. It's only until I go to the home page that I see, oh look, there's mathematics, there's philosophy, so on and so forth. Let's go back to the questions. Find a few questions. Search for an item or an article. Well, I kind of did, and I'm gonna go through it. I'm sure I can find it if I browse or search for it, but I initially I didn't know it was so much about science or in general. I would have thought that it was animals only. I would have not figured out that it was mathematics until we went to the home page. So, maybe a more consistent menu that tells me by category on the left instead of changing every time. I mean, it's nice that it gives you a subcategory, but I want to know what else is there before, so I can know what's on the whole site. Now, any suggestions? Again, simple. Layout is okay. The colors are so-so. Some of the articles that I read, I wish they would have more information on it. The pictures should be clickable, and so I can look at closer look. I mean, if it's science and there's something special about an animal, I want to know with more detail what they are. And of course, give me a bigger map of the site, not just this here or these tags that I don't know. Something to be desirable. The tags. Maybe physics. I don't know what's it gonna take me. Let's see if I can find something with physics. Okay. I know I searched before. This is gonna take me to an Einstein page that I found interesting. I mean, yes, it's a square and not an Einstein page. It gives me something about Einstein, which is nice. But would I known to look for Einstein had I come to this page? Well, I mean, maybe, but not by the menus for sure. Maybe if I looked it up. Einstein. Would it show up? I don't even know. That's a different page. I don't know. It's an okay site. It's the navigation is my main issue with it, and lack of clickable. That's what I would change for this site. We'll have to wait and see what my the other 3 people that are supposed to review the site think. Well, that's it for now, and have a good day.